Good afternoon. Happy Friday. It's Friday. All right. I am going to do some playtesting. Think I'm just about there with this update. If anyone knows me, they know I like to release something on a Friday so people can enjoy their weekend. All right, let's hop in. I think the thing that I really have to test right now is creating items. Got to make sure the recipes work. Multiplayer, the Rusty Grimoire. Drink some of my drink. And that's good. Shirley Temple. Hey, Oder, how's it going? Happy Friday. Hope it's Good Friday. Here we are. The Rusty Grimoire server. Yeah, I admin myself here. Perfect. We'll kind of teleport back. Test this spell out. So this isn't a multiplayer server. Perfect. Perfect. I hear the sounds and everything. This is good. What about this? Boom. Looking good. How you doing? Just playing EverQuest, doing Plane of Time? Nice. I'm doing pretty good. I'm happy that it's Friday. Very happy. Although it's not like I have any plans, just, you know. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, you will also notice, I'll point this out. I'm here, right? This has no protection, and I'm not getting rust sickness. How'd you do that, Vice? I decided to expand the attribute system, so now I can give immunities to things and grant passive skills as well. So I moved clairvoyance over to, it's actually embedded in the hat as well. And I have the rust sickness here, so if you put it on, it cures you of it, and it gets rid of it. So I created a whole immunity system as well, which I think is pretty darn cool. And I increased the clairvoyance there, because now it tells you the health up top, right? What its current health is and what the maximum health is. So clairvoyance is pretty good. Juno looking great, yeah. Yay weekend, cause we grow up living for the weekend, yeah. It'd be nice if every single one of us could be independently wealthy, but unfortunately, we are not. Unfortunately. This is something that I can fix. I'm not gonna spend time fixing it right now, though. But I did find a way to prevent that whole, you know, weirdness, right, where it kind of phases through some blocks. I did figure that out with shaders. It's just gonna take me redoing all of these shaders to make that change. It'll be, you know what? It will go on the list. There, let me scroll down. Sorry, everyone. That's the change log. Let's see. Fix shaders for... Let's see. Fix shaders for... I'll do essence, generators, and gateways so that they cannot be seen through blocks. I do know how to do that, but I'm not going to delay this update. Oasis, hey, hello. All right, so game mode 1. Let's use some scrolls. They are not happy over there. You guys serious? There we go. All right, so that looks like that was working there. So I have one durability knocked off. There's 2, 3. This should break the scroll. Bam. No crashes. I'm on a multiplayer server, by the way. So I can attack with this. I see my particles looking good. Boop. It's got 96 hours on it. Looking good. Boop. Barrier. Barrier was a spell I changed to game mode 2. Someone had complained that barrier did not give, the barrier that was put on you was 0 HP. So let's make sure that is not the case anymore. There we go. So I see up there in the corner we have a 10 hit point barrier. I can test it out. Ha! Okay, and the barrier is gone. It took a couple blows. The rotating orb around me is also gone, which is awesome. Yeah, I decided to make this little rotating color orb, so there was at least some kind of visual effect that you were protected. Awesome, awesome. Let's see, what else can I test here? Spetsier! Obligatory update when? Update hopefully today, unless we find something that just completely ruins everything. I worked hard to make sure that it was available for the weekend. I've been spending a lot of time on this. A lot of good fixes. A lot of good fixes. Here, let me sit right on top of this. Recipes. This is the big thing that I need to check. So we have the apprentice ICE staff. So this should be really cheap to make now. Arcanus, shifting fibers, and a stick. Game mode 2. Let's see. I need a Thaumic workbench. There it is. Let me clear some of this stuff out. I don't need that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I just want the staff. Oh, I gotta check each version of transmutation as well. I'll make them look different, so that will be the magicians, and here we go. The good old scythe will be the archmage. So the icon should be changing. Let's sprint. Whoops. Okay, let's sprint around. While I change the icon, there is no rubber banding. Excellent. And this is on a multiplayer server. Let's test it out. So I can go through these leaves. Let's make sure that the collision works. Boom. Excellent. This is the upgraded form of transmutation. Yep. And then this is the big boy. Oh, I'm out of mana. Hey, let's make sure meditation works. Here we go. I just need a couple. Oh! Look at that mana regen! Wow, it's almost like I have a bunch of things on that help with mana regen. Whoa! Not really a bunch of things. I think I just have the hat, right? Let's see, clairvoyance. That's max mana. Oh, there it is. The +2 mana regen. I knew it was there somewhere. Man, I love the little item dropping in with the little particles and the summoning. I love that too. Just comes crashing down. Since you're using scrolls, I wonder, on a server I play on, using scrolls crashes the game. Is that something that the mod, is that something from the mod itself? Most likely a compatibility thing? Nope, that was me. That was my mistake. It's fixed. Right now we are on the new update. that I'm going to be pushing out very soon. I fixed it. I'm on a multiplayer server. I have this hosted through Bisect right now. So my client is connected to the cloud, connected on the server. Oh, is that where the rubber banding is from Rustbound? It helped contribute to it. So this game, I mean, we all like to think that every game that we play is optimized. This game still has a lot to go for optimization. Every update it does get better, but we did take quite a few steps back in 1.20. I mean, we went back to release candidate for, you know, a handful of times, right? But what was happening, and I redid the logic for the mana bar, the mana experience, and the casting, the spell casting. The spellcasting itself was very, very aggressive. If you opened up your stats here, you would normally see in that panel the casting bar heads-up display just ticking away. Now you'll see it, and it's relatively low on the list. Like as you're casting a spell, like that right there is nothing major. I converted everything, I rewrote everything to be like an on-demand kind of thing. That also includes that like little icon in the bottom, and then the little like up arrows, you know, when you can go to the next magic tier. I called all of that stuff back. It is very, very optimized now. And normally, like if your computer's got some got a pair on it, we'll say, you probably didn't really notice much. Like I never really noticed the rubber banding, but other people did. Especially with like multiplayer servers. A lot of the reason, like a lot of this stuff comes from multiplayer because things just work a little differently. And it's a pain in the butt to get this set up because I have to like be in my dev version of the game, right? And running the code there. But if I want to make a change, I have to recompile everything, right? And then upload it to the server, reboot the server, wait for that to come back up, and then log in and see if it fixed it. It's pretty time consuming. I did notice something I do want to change though. Where was that rabbit? So I have clairvoyance as a passive skill now, and I wanted you to see the health, but it looks like the spacing's just a little weird on it. Possibly. I mean, because health is right up there, and then I have the resistance. And you know what? I think actually that's right at the top as well. It just looked a little weird because there's not a whole bunch of text. You know what? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Although maybe I could put the health below the weaknesses and resistances. I don't know. We'll see. What are you looking at here? Less than 3 days before ready to mate. Wait, that looks weird. Hold on. The weight. Oh, that's why this looks weird. So the game itself has all of these stats up at the top. My elemental creatures do not. Let's fix that. Oh, man. That looked weird. I probably screwed that. That's probably been screwed up for a while. All right, let's go into entity. Creature, elemental, drone, entity, drone. This is gonna be, oh crap, what is it? Info, something info. Yeah, drops. Game tick. On entity spawn. Oh, you know what? This is probably not something I could easily fix. This information would be coming from a collectible, where is it? Entity behavior damage modifier. Right in here, get info text. So I'm putting the info text up top. Yeah, that's the only place I'm putting it. Interesting. Most of the rubber banding issues on multiplayer servers comes down to the host not opening UDP. When you're using TCP, the rubber banding is super noticeable. Yeah, that's true as well, Juno. My server is faster than Bisect, just saying. They have better hardware, but the visualizations cut too deep into performance. I got a 4070 Super with a 7800 3D. Oh, you got an... Ooh. Nice drive. And it's still got terrible rubber banding issues. It's so Oasis, it's not just the giddy up, it's certain settings too. There are settings that have been posted in the Vintage Story forums. I think they've talked about it in the Discord as well. I have it pinned in my Discord. There are certain settings that you kind of need for an NVIDIA card, or else stuff can run like crap. It's specific settings that you have to do. It's like you got to turn like VSync off and like do something else, or maybe turn it on. I don't know. It's like one way or another you have to do it. I mean, after I used to have rubber banding until I made the those changes. I have a 4070 as well, so it's probably that too. But my mod was not helping. It was the heads-up display was contributing to the issue. It should be pinned right in the general, or not the general. Right in the Rustbound. It should be the main Rustbound magic. Just look through the pin section. There's something with that I pinned in there for that. Spetsy actually here now. Haven't been experiencing any rubber banding personally. Just the ghost issues I was talking about before. I've been kind of shooting some spells around. I haven't seen any particles overstepping their bounds, so that's good. There could be an issue though, because it is a UDP system now. So if your client did not get the I need to stop rendering this, because it is a UDP packet, right? Like if you're not there to catch it, it's like running water. It's just gone. You know, so I mean, you probably have to, you know, keep an eye on it, but there's not going to be much I can do if it is the, you know, the fumble in that UDP football. This is weird. This is very weird how this info's set up here. Because I got on entity spawn, I got rid of the whole walk speed multiplier, on tick, interact, get drops. That's it. And then entity agent. I think maybe, I mean, it's very minor. The elementals, I guess it's just backwards. God, I really don't like that, though. I really don't like that. I hate it. Oh, wait, I didn't do this version of transmutation. Let's just make sure this still works. Boop. Yep. Look at that. And see all the particles, they went away. Bingley. Stop, Bingley. What? What? You haven't come up to me all day. Now you suddenly want something, huh? All right, let's try to make some recipes. There are some primary recipes that we need to test. Stop, cat. You can't get on my lap right now. Go lay down. Go have fun. Go play with one of the numerous toys you have out there. Or you can do your favorite thing and claw my new couch. There you go. Stop it, Bingley. God. My cat, like all day, I've been working from home, hasn't even looked at me. Every time I walk through, like, he'd perk his head up, like, in the opposite direction and just go back to sleep. Now. I gotta trick my cat to get out of the game room here. I just, under my table here, I just see this little white paw, like, batting at me. Cat logic, yeah. So, hold on. I'll be right back. Come on, Bingley. Yeah, come on. Show me what you want. Yeah, come here. Boy. See you later, cat. Yeah, they want attention now. Now of all things. Jeez, man. That cat. That cat. I need a couple more sticks. Hey, didn't I just get a bunch? There we go. Num, 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 num. I need... Going to general. My god, this mod is getting so big. There was a time when I only had a handful of items. And then I decided to get cute with all the stuff that I'm doing. Staff works. Excellent. Oh, I fixed another long time issue where you would go to repair something, and if you had more than one repair kit, it would eat like the whole stack and only repair it once. It doesn't do that anymore. Alright, that looks good. Make sure, yep, I don't have any spells. I didn't change anything for spells. I don't need that. Weakness to heal. I kind of want to cast heal on it now. Let me cast heal on this. That's flash heal. Let's go in spells. Oh, I'm attuned. Oh, cool. I get to test this out. So, because I am attuned to alteration magic, this spell, the mana cost is way down, the cast time is faster, and it heals for more. So let's give that a try. Let's go into... I need a Sanctum. Oh, can't soulbind. Let's get the admin tool. Love my admin tools. Oh yeah, you're weak against healing too. Hold on, I got something for you. Don't walk away. All right, so, and I can actually see now because 12 health. There we go. So if I cast heal on you, them. Oh, that is so great. Take that. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, and my maximum mana increased. Sweet. Alright, I've been humbly asked by non-mages in my server to ask if there's plans for more permanent resistance buff like enchanted accessories. The Blackguard is running into issues where the most dangerous thing for them is basic magic enemies while out on multi-hour mining trips. You know what? It's funny you mention that. I rewrote the whole system to account for people putting magical attribute modifiers on any armor they want. So if someone wants to put some magic resistance on, I don't know, whatever armor people use, it will work now, 100%. And I don't think it's really going to help the Blackguard, your Blackguard friend, but I did just put in a bunch of items here. There's a bunch of bracelets now, there's necklaces, and there's belts. Each thing, there are different tiers of it. Like some increases like your max mana regen, cast time, duration. It's more for like magic stuff except for the run speed. That's just because run speed's awesome. But yeah, I could put... So I got a question for you. What armor is it that people seem to use in Vintage Story? What armor is the go-to armor? Because I don't want to patch every piece of armor because I know most of the armor in this game is crap. And I'm not going to waste my time creating all these patches. I could do you a solid. Like if there's a couple armor types that people seem to use, or the go-to, I can potentially put a patch in for it. That way there's some magic protection. Will you be able to cast Flash Heal while moving now too? I don't think you can do it. Here, let me... Oh, insufficient mana. My mana pool is terrible. Nope, you still cannot do it. I didn't think you could. You cannot cast any healing spells while moving. You gotta stay still for that. But I did make it a 10 meter range. Or 10 block range. And if you don't have a target, it defaults to healing yourself. Heal is also damage. That's pretty strong. It's not also damage. It's damage against certain creatures. So the Drifter, like the 3 main Rust creatures, they have a weakness to healing. So heal will hurt them as well. So it's kind of like undead is the way I programmed it. I think that cloth, Gamble Sin, is pretty popular, no? The one where it does take a ridiculous amount of mats? Which one? Of course, it's got to be the thing with like 20,000 variants. This one? Is this it? This is the armor that everyone wants, likes, loves? I mean, it does look pretty cool. That chest piece does look pretty cool. Here, hold on. Let me take some of my my Shirley Temple here. Let me get a drink of this. It's delicious. No idea, mage armor all the way. There's only one true armor in this game. It's mage armor. Mage armor is actually pretty beefy. I love that I can now put passive skills on armor and equipment. Love it. I mean, look at all that. Look at all that protection. That is beefy. Honestly, hard to say because different armor gives different bonuses. While dungeoneering, we plan to wear the heaviest armor we can. While on mining trips, we tend to wear medium or light armors. Ah, Spetsy. I will say this. For the 2.5 update that I have here, probably won't be able to get that in time. I could potentially patch things for the next update though. But I don't even know how much resistance I should be giving them. Like, no idea. And then if I do too little, people are going to be like, it's not enough. That's kind of why I wanted to make the system, and then if someone wants to make a patch, they can. So the enchanting system's next. Odor, a Mickey. Enchanting system, I don't know about that. We'll see. I don't know. There's an enchanting mod, like, already. I don't want too much overlap with other mods, like... You know, they already have an enchanting system. Maybe they could just expand it. Oh, clairvoyance? What's that? Clairvoyance was what you got at tier 2 mage. It was an automatic unlock. There wasn't really a lot about it. You had to read about it. So clairvoyance is the ability when you look at something to see what their strength, weakness, or resistance is. What elements their strength, strong against. And in this update, I also put in the fact that you could see their maximum and current health as well. So by putting on a piece of equipment, like right now it's primarily the mage headpiece does that, right? So this is what you would normally see, right? Just no information. It's tier 2, weight decent. But you put that headpiece on, and then you gain that skill clairvoyance, which gives you more information. Yeah, right. And you may not have been here for this. You see what I'm right up against? I'm not getting rust sickness. It's because I also added an immunity system as well. So I can grant skills by putting things on, and I can do things like if I take it off, rust sickness. Put it back on, clears it right up. So I can have immunities to negative effects as well. Which is pretty cool. This is a beast. This right here is a beast. And my attribute system supports positive like bonuses and negative effects too. So you see here, right, negative 50 mana, I color it something different. So putting this on increases your meditation mana regen and all the stats for alteration spells, but you lose 50 max mana. Right? So it's a trade-off in the beginning, but then you can get things like the necklace that gives plus 25 max mana, and I think, yeah, the belt gives me plus 25 max mana, so it's a wash. So yeah, I told them it's not likely now. This has been a big spell update. But they've raised some pretty valid concerns where they have no means of interacting with magical enemies. They suffer no knockback and attack with something that they can't defend from. I guess. I mean, if you're ranged, it doesn't matter. If you're going in melee or you're in a tight corridor, I could see that. I could see that. Well, the question is, how much mitigation should you get from elements if I were to put the patch on? I'm open for I just need to know the information. That's all. Like my instinct would be, if it's not mage armor, then the mitigation should be kind of low. And also another thing that I do want to put in is the fact that I want to make shields that defend against magic type attacks. So I'll show you here. Let's scroll up. Let me look at my armor. It's going to be better to show you through that. Because I accounted for all this stuff. And I have systems in. I'm not that good at making patches. It takes me a while to fumble through patches, making like JSON patches. And that's how I would want to put these attributes on. That way other people see an example, and then they can, you know, make any patches they want through copy and paste. This right here is basically what you have to patch onto equipment. Right? So I created this whole other branch called Magic Stat Modifiers. And you can get like, and basically this replicates the protection, the protection that's in the base game, like that whole system, but it applies it to magic type attacks. So really, it's this part right here. So you can get what your protection tier is, you know, your magic protection, the flat reduction rate, things like that. And I like the idea of, see, it's hard, right? It's hard. They're elemental attacks. Like if it's melee, I don't know. I'm just not sure what to give it, what to give the armor for protection. Oh, let me check to make sure Temperance still works. That's another one I had to touch. Let me make sure Temporal Touch works at all. Where's Temperance? There it is. We'll use spell scrolls. So this should increase my health by actually 15 because I am specialized in alterations. So it's increasing it by 50%. Normally it would be 10. But an alteration specialty mage will be 15. Sweet. So I have 11 health now. Particles are working. Ah, good. Alright, and I now have 26 health. Yep, that did increase it by 15. And it actually increased the duration. If I get the bracelet, oh, what is it called? It could potentially increase my duration even further by getting the right belt, wrist, and necklace too. I don't really have to deal with that though. Alright, let's go over here. Let me make sure I can hit these clowns. Here, I'll look over at the side. Boop. Yep, ooh. Actually did a lot of damage. I feel bad. Let's check to see if revive works. Arise. There we go. And if I want to be so kind, there we go, I could cast heal. There we go. Man, the new spells, this new system, I gotta tell you, it took a lot to get to this point. There's a lot of structural stuff that you have to put in. You gotta optimize, you know, like client server have to agree on things. The particles, the effects, the raycast, there's like a lot behind the scenes. But man, when it comes together, if you can like heal something else, or you could do damage, or you could put buffs on yourself, and you could see like the little particles around you at your feet. Nah, it's perfect. Man, this area sucks for temporal stability. Here, let's pull out the old cheat block. There we go. Cover everything. Honestly, oh, hold on, let's see. I'm missing some chat here. Okay, but does that remove the rust sickness from the Spellforge Oasis? It removes rust sickness from every form. Whether you fail from Spellforge, get too close to something, what my system looks at what the debuff itself is that's on the player, and then clears it from a global setting. Right? So other people would get rust sickness, you would not. Plus one for the Amulet of Resistance idea, that'd be great. Oh, so you think that I should make a new type of amulet that just adds magical resistances? It gives something you have to work for, but gives benefit to everyone. Oh man, I missed some things. Okay, it wouldn't make the resistance too high. The more stuff in it, they were more asking if stuff like Amulet of Resistance was a thing on a whiteboard. I mean, you know what? You know what? We can make it right now. Amulet of Resistance, right? Like I can make it right now. Why not? This website is bad, lol. I love that name. Is this a mod? Yes, this is. This is the Rustbound Magic mod. Alright, you know what? Let me take a swig of my Shirley Temple. Alright, let's do this. I gotta disconnect, because I'm gonna have to create some files here. So do we want it to be a belt, necklace, or arm bracelet? Or should I make a version of both, like all three? I could make all three. I mean, I got one for run speed, so I could call this, I'll call it Magic Resistance. We'll create a new subtype. This, and this is actually really good because I can show you, I put extra work in to make sure that if someone wants to patch something or make a mod for my mod, then it's easy to do, right? So I now have a new type here, new variant called Magic Resistance. You would basically come down to here, and you would have to create the magic stat modifiers. You could do it by type if you want, but I would come in here, copy and paste. So this is going to be tier 1. This is going to be, and I'm terrible with typing, so let me make sure I spelled that right. Magic Resistance, yep. You know, instead of resistance, it should be magic protection. That's what this should be, because that's really what it is. Okay, so now it's called magic protection. So we're going to copy that. All right, now I can scroll back down. Right? And then in here, I'm going to copy this for now. Copy. Paste. And now we tweak these settings here. But for now, I'm not going to tweak them. I'm going to leave them as is, and then make sure the item can, you know, exist. We put it on, and it actually does something, and then I can go from there. But as it sits right now, all the hard work is done. Right? Make a tier 2 version. Here we'll make a tier 3 version. They'll all be the same. Flat damage reduction. I'm gonna make it something ridiculous for the waste. Tier 3. Oh, you know what? Actually, I will do it on the tier 1 because it's cheaper. I'm gonna make it flat 10 points of damage. It reduces. Gonna have some chutzpah. I copy this. Same thing for the neck accessories. I'll paste this in. Paste that in, make it a 2. Paste that in, make it a 3. In the arm, it's the same thing under attributes. Where are my attributes? There we go. Alright, so tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Since I made a new item, we have to give it a texture as well. What color should this be? What colors do I have? Recipes, textures. There we go. Already have gold. I'm already doing green. I have orange. I think, yeah, I have orange. I have purple, red, teal, white. Am I using white? I'm not. All right, we'll give it the white color. I'm gonna copy all this. This is just making giving it textures. That's all I'm doing now. All the hard work is done. Like, this item should mitigate all damage. So what did I call this? Magic protection, right? Copy. So I just have to change out max mana, max mana, max mana. Everywhere where it says color blue here, let's make it color white. I think we're getting thunderstorms. Ooh. Some angry looking clouds out there. Get off my lawn. Oh man. If that flat X damage, that would end up nullifying damage at 38. Yes, it would. That is correct. When you do this kind of testing, you have to set these values really high because you have to make sure that they are actually working, right? It's a lot harder to sit there and be like, well, they would have hit for like 2.5, but I received 1.8 damage. Well, you know, no. This is going to be pretty clear that the protection is working. So now I can copy and paste. We're going to scroll down all the way at the bottom. Here we go. And for this, I believe I called it Metal 2. And then we also have Chain as well. So Chain and Metal 2. Go. Copy this on the waist. We'll scroll down. Paste. And then this one, I think it's just Metal 1. Yep, Metal 1. No chain. My jam. Joe Kazooie. All right, build and enter. If you did make all three, then my stack fairly high. Well, that's why I would probably lower it. It should be at a place where one piece you'll feel some of it, right? You'll feel some protection. But if you want to just like specialize in it and get all three pieces of the set, then you should feel the mitigation of it. Maybe I could do something like a 33% type thing. Although it's weird because protection has a flat rate it blocks, and then a scaling percentage after that, you know, about how much damage it will do based on your tier, right? Based on the attack tier and the armor tier. All right, let's look at equipment. So let's see here. Did I just go back into the multiplayer server? I did. Wait, did I? No, this isn't the multiplayer server. Here, we're gonna shut down, I'm gonna rebuild, and then we'll go back in. I'm getting confused. So confusing. Alright, single player, there we go. Man, that rumbling. Ooh. The weather keeps convincing me you're like half an hour from me. You think so? I live in a valley, man. My weather is like all sorts of weird. All sorts of weird. I don't... Interesting, I don't... Oh, there it is. I'm like, wait, I don't see the equipment. So this is the new equipment. And if you look there, it says that, you know, I have magic protection. So let's just put the bracelet on. Now, let's test out a couple things. If I just try and put it on, it shoots it right back off, right? Because it's not soulbound to me. So let me soulbind to it. Oh no, I also live in a valley. Are you my neighbor? Are you my neighbor? That'd be crazy, man. That'd be small world. All right. So for protection, I won't be able to see anything. I don't know how to easily embed things in this section, but where's an elemental? Aha! Hello, sir, and/or madam. Nope, still hitting me. It's still hitting. It still hurts. All right, so I did something wrong. Let's see. Let's go to... I know where to look for this. Let's go to... Man, these things are so noisy. Let's go into gateways, rifts. Where is it? Wearable. Here we go. Wearable magic stats. So let's see. We'll start at the top here. Collectible behavior. So it has the collectible behavior. Evocation. Oh, it would work with armor? Okay, I know what it is. It will work with armor. It won't work with accessories. But I can make it work with accessories. Let me double check this here. So spell modifiers. Let's scroll a little further down. Okay, so right in here, this is the handle damage. Thought you were gonna set it high, and I was like, uh-oh, yeah. Feels like it might be slightly too much. It could always need repairing. Might not be a bad idea either way. Possible to soulbind something like that without being a mage. Like if I didn't have a mana requirement, I think with I haven't tested it, but I expanded this system, the soulbind system. You can put 0 as the int to soulbind without mana. Potentially. I have to look through my code to see if you have to be a mage or not. But I did account for that. I did. Okay, here we go. Inventory, armor slot. Health's first condition. Here, let's do a controlled test. Copy paste. Hey. Nope. Oh, I'm starting to get woozy. Oh, I forgot to put a print statement in here. Crap. Oh, wait, this is why. I'm not doing anything with the mitigation part of it. Hold on. Hold my beer. There we go. Yeah, because this is it. I'm doing durability loss. I'm not doing anything with all of this. This has to change. So what I will do for now is copy all of this. I'm going to clean this up later, but for now, I'm going to copy all of this and we'll paste it in here. I'll just put like a capital Z in front of all this stuff. All right, we'll put it in here, put that in there, put that in there. That. Go. I vaguely remember thinking about this a couple days ago when I was editing this part and being like, it's just like a necklace and stuff. You'll never have protection stats on it. Yeah. No one will ever have protection stats. That's reserved for armor. Oh, Vice. You lazy bastard. Ooh, I hear a rumbling. Oof. Okay. Do everything here. This. That. Okay. I think I got it all. Let's just double check here. So all that's fine. That's fine. Getting that. So it does not like this ambiguous. Show potential fixes. Let's use that data object there. It's still doing the same thing, huh? Maybe I can't do it this way. You know what? Instead of doing it half-assed, hold on. I'm just gonna do this right. I may come back to this if it doesn't work out fast, but I'm gonna try and do it right. So really, what I want is this part right here. Oh, it's unhappy with. Oh, I see why. That's why. If I undo that, yeah. So that's perfectly fine. This right here, prot mods. Where is prot mods? Let's see. No accessible extension method exists accepting JSON object. This is so annoying to work with. Where the hell is my prompt mods? all the JSON objects. All right, you know what? Instead of effing around with this, we'll go back to here. I will comment out this as well, right? So basically, now it's going to keep going. Oh, I forgot that's where it is. I didn't copy and paste that. All right, so I need something in here that says this primary object here. I want to copy all of this, cut it out, paste it in here. So I'm going to come through here, right? You have valid equipment. I'm going to look to see if you have the protection modifiers. And I'm going to look for my magic protection modifiers. And I'm going to look for the JSON. And if you do not have that JSON, then it just skips down and it returns the damage. It returns the damage. Now what I need to do is get this durability loss stuff and keep that out here, because either way your stuff should take some kind of damage. But you know what? Durability loss is a little different here. All right. Man, I may lose power. Holy crap. We're gonna have two versions of it. We'll have a version in here which deals with durability loss, and then we will have the return damage right there. And then for this, I'm going to put in 1 for the basic weapon tier. Hey, hey, help, police! Okay, so coming back all the way up here, man, this is some messy ass code. If you have nothing equipped, then it just returns raw damage. If now taking it a step further, I'm going to look for the protection modifier. I'm going to see if you have this JSON object. If you do, then I can come in here, do all those calculations, look at the magic tier, look at the durability loss, right? Here we go. There we go, right? I can calculate the durability loss depending on the damage that's incoming based on the weapon, the tier of your armor to help repel. If not, then I will just eat some durability at a static amount. Cake. Save. Whoops. Game mode 1. Hey, we didn't crash. So that's good. It was crashing before. The salt is null. Right? Oh, what protection tier did I give these accessories? So they have magic tier 2 for their protection. I'm gonna make that 10 as well. Not crashing the most important. It really is. It really is. It's a very important thing. Here, let's reload so it can inherit the new stats. Per tier relative magic protection loss, per tier flat magic damage reduction rate. Come here. Crap. Okay. I didn't even look at my health. Man, still... I would have thought that it would have mitigated more than that. Okay, it's right there. So it looks like some durability did chip off, which is good. Flat damage reduction rate. Protection tier 2. Percent protection is 20%. I think this would have been easier just to patch this, just to patch this on armor. This is what I get. This is what I get. Unless it's scaling the percent based on the incoming damage and your maximum health. Oh, come on. Get out of here. I'll heal you to death, you bastard. Alright, so damage. So if it sees something like that, I could put a print statement in here. Why don't I do that? I'll put a print statement in here. So here we go. Oh wait, this guy's not doing elemental damage to me. There we go. So it did actually block the damage. God, go to hell. So it did it again. Oh, look at that. The mitigations, it's actually a lot lower. God damn it. You know what? Fucking corpse explosion. I'll destroy everything! Get the hell away from me. Where's the admin sword? There, you little bastard. Take that. You're lucky I don't blow your ass up. Let's get you out of here. That thunder rumbling. See you later. Boop. Oh, I knocked him out too? Oh, man. So that did 3 points of damage to me. Oh, is this like an inverse kind of thing? So the damage tier, it's different. I think it is different. Flat loss and then the percent. So these may not matter as much then. I think putting a 1 in front of that, yeah, I don't think that's how this is done. I think that's a percentage, right? I really wish I knew more about how the base game handled this stuff, because it's the same system. Hit me. I'm gonna have to do this by eye. We get full health. Hit me. Oh my god, do I have something that's set as like a negative that shouldn't be? Hit me again. This is only doing like 2.5 damage. Wait, do I have magic armor? Oh. God damn you! Just let me drop my shit. Oh, there we go. That was null. That's what I was looking for. Okay. So, Prot. Where is that? So this... So Kratz does not equal null. That's what I was looking for. There we go. Oh. Oh. Oh, you bastard. There we go. Alright, hold on. Stop! I'm trying to heal. Okay, hit me. Okay, 3 points of damage. Okay, hit me again. This is without any modifiers. 4 points of damage. Hit me again. Consistency. 4 points of damage. Yeah, this hurts. 4 points. Okay. Now let's see what it's like if I put this on. Let's heal up. Hit me. Still 4 points. I don't think this is doing shit. Okay. Hit me again. Oh, that time. Oh, is that how mitigation works? Does each hit come in on a different piece of equipment and then you get the mitigation of that piece of equipment? Is that how it works? So the way it is right now, because that time there was definitely mitigation. Let's see, armor slot. Right, because that's weird. It is. It's not an accumulative thing. So this stuff should go on equipment. So what happens is you get hit and you have damage. And this is how the base game does this system. You get hit, you have damage. I see that it's elemental damage. So then I want to continue. And then I look at the different pieces of equipment you have. I have combat oversuck here. But for the stuff that matters, it's this right here, right? So I look to see, I roll a random, and I see, okay, 20% probability it's the headpiece, 30% it's this, 25, and then 25% it's shared between your belt, your leggings, and, you know, like everything there, your trinkets, right? So then I get the slot ID, right? And then if it's considered an accessory, then I do another roll that chooses which accessory is going to be taking that we're mitigating against. This makes a lot more sense with the numbers. A lot more sense. All right, so then we go further down, and right here, I look at the armor slot of like your necklace or your headpiece or whatever. So if you have no armor and it happens to roll that you got hit in the head, then you get no protection at all, even if your other pieces of armor are like heavy. That's how this system is working. And that's why I was getting different numbers. Because sometimes if it rolled the 25% and it did the trinket and then it happened to roll the necklace, because I'm wearing the bracelet, if it happened to roll the necklace, then that was no protection at all. I have no protection, and then that one hit came in and it must have rolled armband here and then went through and then used the protection of the armband to turn that 4 hit point hit to a 2.5. Oof. Don't like that system. Don't like that system at all. Because now it's like, do I have to put protection stats on the necklace and everything else? Do they need protection stats? Because there are going to be times when you take a hit and it's trying to branch out to like one of these like, I don't know. This is interesting. Interesting. I really wish this game would do armor a little differently. Why not have it be a culmination of stuff instead of like, I don't know. How do we want to handle this? That is the question. Does magic resist apply the same way as armor? Yes, it does. But I'm pretty certain it's by piece. Yes, it is. The only true way to like combat this is to have every piece of my equipment here have protection stats as well. Maybe able to play with this a little bit, right? Because I can, programming, I could do any damn thing I want. What if I still do, the three pieces, right? I'll leave that system the same. And then we know we did all the extra stuff to make magic protection. I think I want to get rid of the magic protection part. I want to get rid of the magic protection part. The thing we just made. I think this would be a lot better if I patch the magic protection onto the pieces of armor that you would have. Keep all the protection together. And then what I can do, you know what? Let's start undoing. Can undo all this stuff. We learned a lot though. We learned a lot. So this is how it was before. So I can come down to here and say, hey, if it is an arm piece, then I can run these calculations still. We get down to here, right? And then I can say, I could take a look at your helmet, your legs, and your leggings, right? I could take a look at those three pieces of equipment and look at the stats of those for your overall protection. And I could do that at random too, right? I can roll out of 100 and I can evenly divide it up. That way, if you do take a hit because you don't have a helmet on, then it will look like, right, that you just don't have the helmet on, but it was really doing durability damage to your belt. And then I got to go back. You know what? If I just made a patch, I could have the patch done right now. I'm confident in my abilities. I could have the patch done. But no. Nope. Vice can't do that. That'd be too easy. There we go. All right, for now, I'm going to disable what we just added. I may end up bringing it back. Go. Man, I hope 1.21. I hope in that update we get an overhaul of this stuff. Make the damage numbers mean something, scale the HP a little more. A pig and a drifter should not have about the same health. Call me old-fashioned. So this isn't going to be an item anymore. So I can do this, right? And then what we can do is roll another random just like this. We're going to get rid of the return. Copy this, so this would be... Oops. So I'm going to look for the head. Basically, I'm doing a second reroll to get your protection. That's all this is. So damage comes in, hits one of these things, right? So if it hits this, right, your headpiece or your body or your legs, then nothing really happens. It comes down, I assign the information, I do a quick check, right? So nope, it's nothing there, and it just keeps going and it applies protection. If it happens to be, you know, the arm, the else, then it opens up into this, right? So I say, okay, which piece of equipment got hit, right? What is it? Waist, neck, or arm? And then we tick through, right? Because something's in one of those slots and it's not doing the raw damage. And then in here, I say, okay, so if it is one of those special cases, we need to do durability damage to that, but we're going to re-roll again, and we're going to say, okay, head, body, legs, right? Like, we'll look at the protection for one of those. I'll assign that armor slot, and then we'll pull that information out. And I think we'll need one more thing down here. Oh, better yet, let's cut this out. Let's put it right there, right? Because I wanna look to see if it's if it's your arm, and then if it is, we could just go right into the calculations for durability loss, and that way, if it is empty, it's gonna null out before it tries to get something that doesn't exist. Boom, baby. There we go. So, I mean, that fixes a potential issue. Yep, and now this is no longer equipment. Game mode 1. Where's that crappy elemental? I'm your father! Lovely. Broken brain. Just staring into the abyss. Whoops. Oh, here. Let me gain immunity to rust sickness. Ah. I think that elemental is gone. He beats me up and then runs away. Wimp. Alright, patches. How much time do I have? I don't have much time. I really don't have much time at all. Will I be able to create a patch? I think I can. I'll try it. So yeah, that could have been bad. I'm glad we did this. Now it's sunny. Goddamn living in a valley, man. Living in a goddamn valley. Build. Wow, yeah, that would have sucked if we didn't do all that testing to find this out. That would have really sucked. All right, let's make patches. Patches. Here we go. Patches. So for this particular one, I'm going to add a new folder, and I'll just call this equipment Yeah, I guess I'll copy this just so I have a starting JSON. So piece of equipment. Let's go into the game. Asset survival, item types, wearable, seraph, armor. It's gonna be a pain to patch this. Well, sorry I derailed the stream, but at least it seems you've gotten a better handle on equipment now. At least, no, it's not really derailed. It's something that people would have noticed, right? Like things are damaging me a little more, and it'd be like 25% of the time it would have popped up. Now that's not going to happen anymore. So I need attributes. So in attributes, I need to create an array in here. Similar to this. Actually, similar to this. I could do a by type. All right, so what is this called? This is armor. Patch armor. Boop. Let's hop into it. So we are going to add merge. I actually don't like this. Hold on. Let's I do patches a little differently now. I'm going to use the new way. There, it's going to be like this. Copy. Get rid of all this stuff. Paste it in. All right. So it's going to be enabled. Yeah. Over. So we're going to have to go into game. Item types. Wearable. Seraph. Armor. Put on another song. Here we go. Now we're going to have to look in here, right? So this is going to be attributes. Watch, I nail this first time. Attributes dash, and then I have to put in the my modifier, right? So it would be where's a piece of my equipment? I'll just do magic stat modifiers for now. I think this is the way I want to do it, and then a slash, right? And then basically want to go back into accessories. I want to copy all of this. Copy. Think this is how you do it, right? Oh, and I'm also going to have to patch in another behavior as well. So copy, paste. This one is going to be a collectible behavior. Do we have behaviors in here already? Shape by type, allowed, skip. Don't see anything there. No. Durability. Nope, we don't have behaviors. So I think for this, I could come down to here. Copy. Paste. Make this add merge. Put that in. Get rid of that. This would be behaviors. And it's going to be this collectible behavior. All right, let's give it a try. It may not work. I think there's probably something else I have to do. I hate doing patches. It takes me a while. I gotta sit there and tweak it, and finally I got the right slash in the right place. It's so bright and sunny now. It's almost as if we weren't gonna have a storm. Oh my goodness. It's actually getting too bright. Hey, Wolf. I always wear a full set of mage armor, so I never noticed that the magic protection wasn't set up in a way to always apply. Yeah, that's interesting. Quick question. What's up with the living dead entity? What are you talking about? Tiny armor. Game mode 2. Alright, so far it looks like it probably failed. Where's that, there we go. I'll just get a piece of equipment here. Yeah, because it is not displaying any stats, so it could be one of two things. It could be the fact that I got this wrong, which could be. Right, because it is called behaviors, right? Did I do behaviors? Yep. Behaviors, and now I add to it. So that also means that maybe this isn't right either. Magic stat modifiers. I wonder if I could do something like, oh, wait. I remember something weird. Where's my compatibility folder? Sure, I still got a little time. I'm gonna like raid and action roll run. when it comes time. Okay, so I'm doing an attributes by type here. Maybe I should do... See, I can't do an attributes by type. But this is how I applied those attributes. So what if I do... Like, I cut that out. And I paste this in. Right? Maybe something like that? Nope. I can tell it failed right there. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna have to play with this a little bit. I will try to get this done today. If I can put it with the update, I will. If this is gonna take a little longer, it probably won't be in this update. What if I set this to false? Let's see if this is happy. Oh wait, I think it needs soulbound as well. Does it need soulbound? You know, it may not need soulbound to display the stats. Here, we'll see. Here, if I fireball this in and we do another reload, we'll see what happens. Nope. God damn, I hate doing this. I hate doing patching. It can never be easy. Is it because there's not something there, so I'm like trying to like append an array that I'm not supposed to? You think I'd like pay more attention and like look this up a little more? Oh, now that's happy. Okay, now that's happy. Possibly. Okay, but it has nothing to display, right? So let's do true. I have so many mods installed. Oh, hold on, what is that? So it's the same kind of thing, huh? What if I'm not appending to an array? So many mods installed, but the living dead entity would easily fit with your mods creatures. Yeah. It's that darn Vice! So maybe it's like this. See, this is literally how I try to patch. I put something in and see. Yeah, primitive survival has an undead entity. Yeah, it would totally go with my mod. And we may end up getting undead entities as well when I add summoning magic. Crap, did that work? I totally missed it. Yeah, something's kind of fucked up and scary, and it's probably Vice. That's scary. Well, I do have a plan to create a particular kind of void creature that stalks you. So I wouldn't put it past that Vice. He's a dastardly devil. Some of the stuff here, like this one, I have something that will make people cry. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Here. That right there. Create elemental that can spawn from things like coal, think Lycanites mobs, explosions, gives more resource. You know when you're like mining coal and like there was a little explosion, it's the elemental that's pissed that's hitting you, and you usually get hit by a weighted effect as well, like a debuff so you can't jump. And you're like hitting this thing with your pick trying to like get it away from you. Yeah, imagine little monster comes out. All right, y'all. It is time for me to raid someone. I'll play with this a little later. Later tonight, expect the update to land. I'll be pushing it out. Wasteland. He is streaming. We are raiding Wasteland. Wasteland puppy. Raid Wasteland puppy. There we go. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. We are this close. I will get this. I will figure this out. We'll get it in. I just need to look to see how this kind of thing happens. It could be as simple as like, yeah, you know what? You gotta like come in here, right? Do something like this. Something like this, and then this needs like a slash at the end, or you know, something minor. But yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll play with it a little bit, and hopefully I can. And what this will do, this will patch all armor. So I'll lower the protection stats to like, so you have something, and then someone can come in here, someone who's maybe more patch savvy, and can. Oh, that right there. Failure. I'll figure it out. But all right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful night. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Adios. See you later. Bye.